Alright, so I'm going to be doing a challenge lock by NOTL, N-O-T-L, NOTL. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Is it one word? Is it an acronym? Who knows? But what we do know is he makes a really nice challenge lock. So this is N3. There's the bidding. Somewhat brutal max busting hand-filed key. Can confirm it is a proper pain to get open. That last pin, it's very difficult to get to. So I'm just going to use this pry bar. I don't really have one that's the right fit, but even loosely in, this one goes all right. And I'm using a piano 6 to get the front 4 pins. And I'll switch to this Peterson number something. I don't know. Something. And that'll get the last pin. All right. Pin 1, some kind of pin-in-pin. You can see that just from the front. Right, just tapping up 3. There's definitely threading in here. And good click on 1. Strong spring on 1. Definitely some spring variation. Alright. Yep. Pin 4 is not a 0 lift. Looks like it would be on that key, but actually it's just a very low lift. Just tapped it then. Alright, maybe those are all set. Maybe. Let's try. Tuck in that. Actually, no, I know they're not. I know they're not, because I should fall into a false set if they are. I've picked this before, I remember. 1. You can really hear the sound of those threads. Everything just snaps and pops. Even without having pulled it apart, it's pretty obvious that something like that's going on. Yep. Let's try and slide in underneath. So all the way down. Then lift up onto the ledge. Try and get that back pin. No. Alright. Let's try again. Definitely overset something along the way, which is pretty easy to do in this. Alright. Pin 1. Also, the binding order seems to completely change every time I try and pick this thing. Okay, so I'll click out of that one. Not convinced. Let's go for the back anyway. Yep. Oh, I cooked it now. Try again. This was always going to be a longer video. This thing is proper pain. Yeah. 1, 3, no. 4 binding, 4 a tap. It's hard to work out just the right amount to lift number 4. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Our little false set indicates the front 4 pins are set. See, it's a hard lock. 10 minutes to set 4 pins correctly. You don't even need to touch the last one. Alright, so get in, lift behind, edge up to that last pin, and there we go. And we got it. Whew. Took a few attempts, but there it is. All right, I'm going to lock that. Well, I'll take it out of the device. That's how to do it. Put that away. So there you go, clearly open. Just got an N3 stamped in here. I didn't show that off earlier. Or scratched in. It's not the deepest engraving, but it's there. All right. You can see, to get that last one, I actually put the pick all the way down and through, and lift it up onto that ledge, and then pull back to hit that last pin. I think that's about the only way to do it. All right, let's lock that up. Retrieve my pick. Now I've also worked out that this top cap is quite loose, so I'm going to go and cut it via the top. So slide that back. Oop. All right. Number 1, very heavy spring, threaded Bible. Can you see that? Show off the rest as we get to them, I guess. Hello. Oh, it's getting quiet still. Cover's not back far enough. Good thing about pulling them out this way, you don't have to worry about which way up it goes. Oops. So you then drop it upside down. Yeah, I'll do a close-up of these in a minute and talk about what I see. Let's just get them out first. Another spring. Looks like number 1. That one's not threaded. Standard pin. Different spring there on 3, another threaded Bible chamber. Deep crunchy spoolie serrated-y mess. Not keeping. 4, so really low lift one. The spring's very different. Yeah, a little tiny what looks like brass spring. Hello, pin. Oop. Okay. And final pin. Alright, so let's looking at this. You can see we've got threading on chamber 1, the whole way down, 3 and 4. Nothing on 5, nothing on 2. Let's get this core out as well. There's no doubt there's some threading on that. Now that there's no pins, it should just slide. Yeah, and threading on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some construction holes. But it doesn't look like any of these pins would fit in that, so they're not a problem. Okay, so that's the core. Let me just tidy up these pins a bit. Yep. There's in fact a pin on pin, pin in pin, not pin on pin. In number 1, like you said, you can see that through the keyway, so. Alright. Whoa, don't you dare. Steel spring. Obviously my pick has become very, very slightly magnetized. It's annoying. Okay. Let's bring this up for a look. So, let's see here, we've got this pin in pin key pin. Number 1, steep spoolie serrated deal here. Standard pin, standard key pin, serrated spoolie mass. I got caught all up in the Bible there. This one here that needs to be lifted just a bit. It's got that deep spool there. Some overset serrations. That's why I want to come back down again. If you do sort of overset that, you're stuffed. And then we've got this big spool on the bottom. Yeah, and you can tell that one's ready to go because that's the only time you fall into a real dot false set. As soon as that one's ready. All right, there you go. So, and there's the key again. N3, NOTL. Very happy to finally have this thing picked. It's been sitting on my bench for ages while I was waiting for this pick to arrive in the mail because it's just completely unpickable with all of the picks that I already owned. None of the multi-pick ones I have anywhere near the reach to get to that without oversetting. So even this one only sort of just manages. Anyway, that's that one. Thanks for watching.